Hey guys, so this video is going to help you with writing equations using Desmos. Alright, so let's look at our do now. We have a table that shows the cost of a gallon of gas for a number of days. We've been studying rate of change, right? So the change in y over the change in x. So in this case, we have the rate of change being the change in cost over the change in time. Okay? And so it wants us to find that rate of change. So when we look here, we go from, these are the y's. This is plus 10 cents. And then from day 1 to day 3 is 2 days. Plus 2. So I'm going to take the 0.10 and divide it by 2. And that is, if I take half of 10 cents, that is 5 cents. The rate of change is 5 cents per day. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're going to use Desmos to find the slope, and to do that we use this weird equation. It's kind of a weird name. It's y1 squiggle mx1 plus b. Okay, and so if you see a table, if you have a table, you're going to first go to Desmos and type it in. So here we go. Let's go to Desmos. I'm going to type this table in. So the first thing that I click was this plus, and then I click table, and then I'm going to type in the numbers that are on my table. Okay. And then right underneath that, I'm going to type that formula that I had just put on the paper. So on the second box down, I'll type that formula, y1 squiggle mx1 plus b. Well, the number 1, it automatically goes to the bottom. Squiggle. Squiggle is on your keyboard right next to the 1. So the squiggle, to get to the squiggle, it's this key right here, and it's next to the 1. So if 1 is here with the exclamation point, this is the squiggle that you need. And so to get that, you hold down the shift button and that. Alright, mx1 plus b, and I have m equals 1.5 and b equals 0.5. Okay, so that gives me my slope. My slope is given to me by this m. And the b is given to me there, the y-intercept. When I write the y-intercept, I do write it as an ordered pair. And so my equation is always mx plus b, so it's 1.5x plus 0.5. If I wanted to, I could also change that to fractions, which we went over yesterday, but I don't know if you remember. So you click 1.5 and change it to a fraction. And you can also do 0.5 and change it to a fraction. So 3/2 and 1/2. So another way to write that would be 3/2 x plus 1/2. Okay? So let's go over it. We're going to do that again 2 different times. So you can do that if you have points. So if you have points, put the points in the table. Remember yesterday we were using that formula, so if that makes more sense, you can do that. Alright, so we're going to put these points into a table, like just make a T-chart. And then right after you do that, you're going to type your y1 squiggle mx1 plus b. Plus sign, table, let's put them in. So I got 0.5 and negative 1.5. And so my formula is going to be 1/2 x minus 3/2. So it's y equals mx plus b. And so in the m spot was my 1/2, and in the b spot was my -3/2. Okay, maybe pause here and see if you can do it with Desmos, see if you can come up with a table. I'm going to go over it, but this might be a good spot to pause to see if you feel comfortable and confident with it. I like to use the tab button to get from one cell to the next. Also, we are doing linear graphs, so make sure your dots are in a line when you're doing this. Now this one has a repeating decimal, and so because it has a repeating decimal, to change these to a fraction, you have to type a whole bunch of 6s until, if you look, the little fraction button on the left goes away, and I keep typing the 6s, and then it comes back. Right, so -0. And you can even hold it down if you'd like. So I got m equaled 0.666667, and b was equal to -0.33333 repeating. Okay, and so these are all repeating numbers because, like, if it looks like this, it's got the repeating. Even if it's the next number after it, it's repeating. So we click this little button with Desmos, and we type a whole bunch of them. And I got 2/3 for this one, and this one was -1/3. So my equation is going to be 2/3 x minus 1/3. Remember from yesterday, if we have an equation, we can also get it into y equals mx plus b form. We move the x to the other side. If we change the side, we have to change the sign. And then here I'm going to divide by a -1. So it's like move, change, divide. Y equals 2x minus 2. Alright, the back page is actually all guided practice, so y'all are going to work together on this. If you need help, ask your classmates or whatnot, or your teacher, and hopefully this video helps you. Thank you.